breathtaking news and true Texas charm. Well, now in LexingtonReserve.com for the ultimate music experience.
Okay, we're live on YouTube. Can we get Miss Ballinger in front of a camera, please?
An exciting fresh arrivals for all families. Plus, $25 when you spend $125 or more in a car years. Better yet, still exchange you like
Okay, deputies. Any deputy?
Oh, give me Bollinger and the camera. Bollinger.
Go ahead, Judge.
Okay, can we get Miss Ballinger in front of the
Camera.
the iPad or the bench, whichever one is working? There she is. Okay, Miss Ballinger. Make sure she's unmuted. Please unmute her camera. Okay. All right, Miss Ballinger, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Put your hand down. I'm about to share my screen with you. Do you see my screen, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Is your name Mary Ballinger?
Yes, sir.
Are you the same Mary Ballinger who had this cause number 2024 CC 737-681 who is charged with the offense of criminal trespass of property? Is that you?
Yes, sir.
This case is a Class B misdemeanor. It's possible in this case that you can be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 6 months in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $2,000. Do you understand what you're charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking now on my screen at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video that you signed and that your attorney signed. When you signed this document, what you did was you told me that it was okay to do this by video. We don't have to do this in open court. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
I'm now looking at a document that's entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. And you have signed it and your attorney has signed it. Did you
Yes,
go
sir.
over this document with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did your attorney explain it to you?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand it?
Yes, sir. Get out today.
Okay, hold on. Let me sign this document. 1 minute. Are you a citizen of this country?
Yes, sir.
I'm now looking at a document that's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. You've signed it and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal in the future. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
So then to the offense of criminal trespass, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
I guess they said the contest was guilty.
Okay, let's look at your paperwork one more time, ma'am. All right?
It's no contest.
Okay, no contest.
Okay, no contest, is that right?
Yes.
That's correct.
And you understand that on the plea of no contest, the court can still find you guilty. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay, has anybody forced you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Besides the plea bargain that your lawyer got for you, besides that, has anybody promised you something in order to get you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you doing this plea of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
Is there a plea bargain? Could I ask the state to please recite it if there is?
Yes, Your Honor, the agreement is for a $0 fine, court costs 57 days in the Bear County Jail, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, and the state asks that a judgment be satisfied.
Is that your understanding of the plea bargain in this case, Mr. Scanaway?
Yes.
And do you agree with this, Ms. Ballinger?
Yes, sir.
And Ms. Ballinger, the court having heard you plead no contest on that plea, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to a $0 fine plus court costs. I sentence you to 57 days in Bear County Jail. I give you credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent. The judgment is satisfied. Is this the only case holding your client, Liz?
Yes.
If this is the only case holding you, ma'am, then you
Yes,
should be released sometime today, okay? Good luck to
Okay.
you. And Les, thanks for being patient.
Thank you.
Judge, Mr. Meadows, are you ready on Olive?
Yes, I am.
And Ms. Mitchell, I'm sorry, I automatically assumed that you had all your offers already. Do you have those offers?
No, Judge, I do not have,
Like Mr. Meadows'
the-
offer?
no, I think he said it was a JSAT, so I was trying to keep up as they were talking.
Uh-huh. So Mr. Meadows,
but-
can you chat your offer to Ms.
Yeah,
Mitchell, please?
but I'll just tell her
Okay.
it's JSAT. I think he has more than 30 days in, and it's
Okay.
criminal
36.
trespass.
That's 36 days.
Perfect,
Okay.
thank you.
So 36 days? Okay. Now let me find him on my paper docket. That's going to be Justin Olive
Yes,
Yeah.
Judge, page
on
one.
the first page. Okay. All right, let me open that up. So before we do the pleas, let's find out what the offers are before I go any further. Remind me to do that, Miss Mitchell, if I haven't done it, okay? All right, now let me see. I got Mr. Olive there. Mr. Olive, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. Put your hand down. I'm about to share my screen with you. Okay, do you see the screen?
Yes.
Is your name Justin Olive?
Yes.
Are you the same person who in this cause number 2024 CC 737-624 who is charged with the offense of criminal trespass of property? Is that you?
Yes.
This case is a Class B misdemeanor. It's possible in your case you can be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 6 months in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $2,000. Do you understand what you're charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case?
Yes.
I'm looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video Conference. You've signed it and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, what you did was you told me that it was okay to do this by video. We don't have to do it in open court. Is that correct?
Yes.
I'm looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. And you have signed it and your attorney has signed it. Did you go over these documents with your attorney?
Yes.
Did your attorney explain these documents to you?
Yes.
And do you understand them?
Yes.
Hold on, let me sign this document. Are you a citizen of this country?
Yes.
Looking at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. You've signed it and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
So then, to the offense of criminal trespass of property, how do you plead?
No contest.
Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest, Your Honor.
Okay. Hold on. You understand that on a plea of no contest, the court can still find you guilty anyway.
Yes.
Has anybody forced you to do this?
No.
Besides the plea bargain that your lawyer got for you, besides that, anybody promised you something in order to get you to do this?
No.
Are you doing this plea of your own free will?
Yes.
Is there a plea bargain? Could I ask the state to please recite it?
Yes, Your Honor. The agreement is for a $0 fine, court costs 36 days in the Bear County Jail, credit per time served, money and time to run concurrent, and the state asks that the judgment be satisfied.
Is that your understanding of the plea bargain in this case, Mr. Olive?
Yes.
And is that your understanding as well, Mr. Meadows?
Yes, it is.
And Mr. Meadows, the court accepts your plea of no contest. On that plea, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to a $0 fine plus court costs. I sentence you to 36 days in the Bear County Jail. Give you credit for time served, the time and the money run concurrent. The judgment is satisfied. Is this the only case holding your client, Mr. Meadows?
I believe so.
If this is the only case holding you, sir, then you should be released sometime today. Okay?
Okay.
Good luck to you. Mr. Meadows, you can be excused. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Judge.
Okay, let me do some housekeeping real quick, Judge. Mr. Garcia, you need an offer, Mr. Garcia?
I do have an offer. I just need to confirm that the state's not willing to offer me what my client wants. And then
Okay.
secondly, on my voucher, I left off the second case at the top. If you could put that on there.
Mr. Garcia, we're having a massive computer problem at the courthouse right now. Their Odyssey is down.
Okay.
So I don't know if the prosecutor assigned to the jail court can access any of that information.
They
So
probably
I'm
can't.
willing to take your word for it that you have an offer and take the plea today. Otherwise, your case is going to get reset. What do you want to do?
You know what? He really wants to try to get that worked out a different way than they offered. So let's just reset it.
Okay. What's his name, please? Your client's name?
It's on page 3, Judge.
Eduardo
It's
Vargas Torres.
Vargas Torres.
Okay,
Um,
so it's going to be reset.
Yeah, Mr. Garcia, what do you need? A week? A week is probably the 3rd of October. What do you think?
Let's do a week.
The 3rd of October. Okay, reset to Thursday, 10-3 on both of those cases. Got it, Judge. Okay, Mr. Garcia, I
Okay.
will put you on and then we will catch you next time, okay?
Thanks a lot. You guys take
Thank
care.
you.
Thank
Take
you,
care.
sir. One more thing I gotta talk about, Judge. Mr. Swerk, I know that you had Moreno set this morning, but there's also another public defender's case on the docket by the name of De La Rosa Mario Antonio. Are you taking care of that one as well?
Let me check for you, Miss Terry.
Yeah, because it has Herlinda's name on here.
Yeah.
And I called over there to the pub 0701 and no one answers. I got the phones on cover, so I just need to know
It's De La Rosa. What was the first name?
Mario
Mario.
and then Antonio, and I got a case or SID number for you.
Mario Antonio De La Rosa on the last page.
Yes, Judge. I don't know who's taking care of that, so I'm asking Mr. Swerk. So if not, I can put Mr. Swerk in a breakout room to take care of that case as well. Usually when it says Herlinda's name, Mr. Swerk, I put Brian
If he
O'Donnell.
doesn't have an offer, we can't work it out if the DA doesn't have a.
Right. See, that's the problem.
Oh, come on, our system.
I guess,
Not working today. Nobody paid their computer bill.
yeah, they didn't pay the internet, Judge.
Moreno. Have Lydia Moreno at the iPad. She's ready to go.
Okay, thank you.
Who do you have?
Lydia Moreno.
For
Okay,
Mr.
just-
Mr. Swerk, Judge.
Swerk. Okay, can we do that,
If not,
please?
if not,
Go back
Mr.
to
Swerk, I can reset this case to next week if you let Brian know or somebody know.
Okay, yeah, let me see who it is, or if
Okay.
Linda can.
Well, actually, can we do this, Mr. Swerk? Can we take your plea and then you can
Yeah.
work in the background and see?
Yes, definitely.
Come back and do this. I don't want to
Right.
reset the case unless you absolutely have to. Okay?
Yes, I'm ready. Thank you.
Okay, so your client then is Lydia Moreno, is that it?
Yes, correct.
Yeah, I got her on my screen. Now let me find her on my paper docket down on the bottom. Miss Moreno
Yes, sir.
has got one case, right? Okay. 1 minute, ma'am.
Oh, Miss Terry, that's Lindsay Rodriguez. I think she's on.
Okay. She was on and now she's not on. So, okay, as soon as she gets back on, I'll put her in a room with her client.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, let's find out if she has an offer before you do that. Okay, Moreno, I got Moreno's paperwork up. Can you raise your right hand, please?
Yes, sir.
You swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
So help me God. Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Put your hand down. I'm about to share my screen with you. Do you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Is your name Lydia Moreno?
Yes, sir.
Are you the same Lydia Moreno who in this cause number 2024 CC 735-437 was charged with the offense of criminal trespass of property? Is that you?
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry?
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay. This case is a Class B misdemeanor. It's possible in this case that you can be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 6 months in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $2,000. Do you understand what you're charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video that you've signed and that your attorney signed. And when you signed this document, you told me it was okay to do this by video. We don't have to do this in open court. Is that correct?
Yes.
Looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. And you have signed it and your attorney has signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yes, I did.
Did your attorney explain this document to you?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand it?
Yes.
Hold on, let me sign this document.
Yes.
Are you a citizen of this country?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it working for you?
Yes, ma'am.
Wherever is that background, please. Okay, I didn't hear the answer. Are you a citizen of this country?
Yes.
I'm looking at a document entitled Trial Court Certification on Defendant's Right of Appeal, and you have signed it, and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain for me with the state, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal. Do you understand that, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
So then, to the offense of criminal trespass of property, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And you understand that on the plea of no contest, the court can still find you guilty.
Yes, sir.
Has anybody forced you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Besides the plea bargain that your lawyer got for you, besides that, anyone promised you anything in order to get you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you entering your plea of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
Is there a plea bargain? Could I ask the state to please recite it?
Yes, Your Honor. The agreement is for a $0 fine, court costs, 7 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, and the state asks that the judgment be satisfied.
That's your understanding of the plea bargain in this case, Mr. Swerk.
It is, Judge.
And do you agree to this, Ms. Moreno?
Yes, sir.
Then, Ms. Moreno, the court, having heard you plead no contest, on that plea, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to a $0 fine plus court costs. I sentence you to 7 days in the Bexar County Jail. Give you credit for time served, time and money to run concurrent, and the judgment is satisfied. Is this the only case holding your client, Mr. Swerk?
Yes, it is, Judge.
If this is the only case holding you, ma'am, then you should be released sometime today. Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Okay, normally I would release you, Mr. Swerk, but I'm going to ask you to check on that other case, and then when you find out, then let me know. We'll let you go then.
Mr.
Okay?
Schwartz, Yeah, Mr. Swerk, Lindsay hasn't shown back up. If you don't mind texting her to log back on. We're
Yep.
ready for her now. Thank you, sir. Sid, you ready on Anderson?
Sid?
Yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
Okay, I'm
On
Sid,
both
just
cases.
there are two
Yes,
cases.
Page 2, Judge. I think we're going on both cases, right, Sid?
That is correct, yes.
Okay,
Clean on
2
both?
cases, Judge.
Okay,
Anderson.
Yes, Your Honor.
okay. Let me just
For,
bring him up.
for a JSAT on both cases?
Yes,
Or-
ma'am. For both
Okay.
cases, JSAT.
Or, well,
And
there's,
according to Mia, Mia sent me the text yesterday.
there's 3
13 days.
cases though, so there's 3 cases, right?
One of
JSAT
them is already,
2,
yeah,
TIC
they've
one?
already
One
sitting.
case was dismissed in the felony court.
Okay,
Yeah, just the,
Okay,
Which
perfect.
one was dismissed? in
the felony,
court?
the one case was dismissed in the felony court.
The 402, Judge, 402 case.
Oh, that was dismissed. Okay,
Yeah, we're going on the 94 and the 95, Judge.
okay.
That's correct,
Thank you.
Judge.
Thank you. All
Mr.
right,
Swerk, go ahead and chat me, Mr. Swerk. Oh, go ahead, Mr. Swerk.
Lindsay just headed down to County Court 12 to get her offer and then is coming back up for Joe Court.
Thank you, sir.
okay. Thank you, Mrs. Work. You can be excused. Thank you. All right, so then I've got Anderson in front of the camera somewhere. There you are, Miss Anderson. Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Put your hand down. I'm about to share my screen with you. Do you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Is your name Jordan Anderson?
Yes, sir.
Are you the same Jordan Anderson who in this cause number 733-995 who's charged with the offense of burglary of a vehicle? Is that you?
Sir.
Are you also the same Jordan Anderson who in cause number 733-994 who in that case is charged with the offense of evading arrest?
Yes, sir.
Both these cases are Class A misdemeanors, okay? It's possible in each one of these cases that you can be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 1 year in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible, anywhere from $0 up to $4,000. Do you understand what you're charged with and what the possible punishment could be in both of your 2 cases?
Yes, sir.
Looking now at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video. You have filed this in both cases. You've signed it in both cases, and so is your attorney. When you signed these documents, you told me it was okay to do this by video. We don't have to do this in open court. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
I'm looking now on my screen at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. You have filed this document in both of your cases. You've signed in both of your cases, and so is your attorney. Did you go over these documents with your attorney?
Yes, sir.
Did your attorney explain these documents to you?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand them?
Yes, sir.
Okay, hold on, let me sign this document. Are you a citizen of this country?
Yes, sir.
I'm now looking at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. You have filed this document in both of your cases. You have signed it in both of your cases, and so is your attorney. When you signed these documents, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain for me, a plea bargain agreement for me in both these cases, if you follow those plea bargains, I understand I will not have a right to appeal. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
So then, in cause number 733-995, to the offense of burglary of a vehicle, how do you plead, sir? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And in cause number 733-994,
248-897. 248-897.
whoever's on, please mute yourself. So in cause number 733-994, to the offense of evading arrest, how do you plead in that case, sir? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And you understand that on pleas of no contest, the court can still find you guilty.
Yes, sir.
Has anybody forced you to enter these pleas?
No, sir.
Besides the plea bargains that your lawyer got for you? Besides those, anyone promised you anything in order to get you to enter these pleas?
No, sir.
You're doing these pleas of your own free will.
Yes, sir.
Is there a plea bargain in these cases? Can I ask the state to please decide if there are?
Yes, Your Honor. The agreement is for a $0 fine, court costs, 13 days in the Bear County Jail, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, and the state asks that the judgment be satisfied.
And that's the same offer for both cases?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that your understanding of the plea bargain in these cases, Mr. Montoya?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you agree to this, Mr. Anderson?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Anderson, in cause number 733-995, where you're charged in that case with burglary of vehicle, the court having heard you plead no contest. On that plea, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to $0 fine plus court costs. I sentence you to 13 days in the Bear County Jail. Give you credit for time served, time and money run current. The judgment is satisfied. Okay, I've done one of these things. Now I got to go do the other. So hold on 1 minute.
Last one, Terry.
Okay, I'm now working on the 994 case.
He's gone.
Okay, and then cause number 733-994, where you're charged with evading arrest. In that case, the court having heard you plead no contest. On that plea, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to a $0 fine plus court costs. I sentence you to 13 days in the Bear County Jail. I give you credit for time served, time and money run current, and the judgment is satisfied. My understanding that these are the only cases holding your client. Is that right, Mr. Montoya?
Yes, Your Honor, that is it.
And you told me that the other case had been dismissed already, right? Because I have
Yes,
it on
Judge,
my
it was
docket.
dismissed in the felony court.
All right, because it's listed on my docket. I just want to make sure. Sonite, can you check to make sure that the other case,
Yeah, I checked it, Judge. The case is done. I already
it's
checked
done.
it.
It's been dismissed.
Yeah,
Okay,
me and
good.
Sid have been talking for a couple of days on this case.
Okay, I just
We
want to
have.
make sure he's not held up on.
Correct,
on a
Judge.
edge. All right, so
Yeah.
then these are the only cases holding you, sir. You should be released sometime today. Good luck to you, and Sid, you can be excused. Thank you very much for your help.
Thank you, Judge.
Let me do some quick housekeeping real quick.
Thank you,
Ms.
Terry.
Rodriguez, thank you, Sid. Bye, Sid. Ms.
Terry.
Rodriguez, did you get your offer on De La Rosa?
I have an offer, ma'am. I just have
What
not
is
yet, I have not spoken to my client yet. It is
Okay.
30 days credit in Bear County Jail, credit for time served.
Okay, and that is Judge, he's on page 5, Judge Mario De La Rosa. Okay, I'm gonna put
Okay.
you in with your client, okay?
Thank you, Terry.
Okay.
I'm moving you to room 2, Mr. Okay, room 2, there you go. Ryan, are you ready with your client, Ryan? Abassa, Vanessa? Mr. Arnett?
Yes, sorry, I forgot I was muted. We're ready.
Okay, got it. We're doing just one case.
Oh, is that Abassa? Let me.
Abassa, page 2, Judge.
Page 2. He's pleading on the 07 case. So is the other one being TIC?
Yes, it is, Judge.
Okay. Okay, let me pull that case up.
And this is a 12-day JSAT.
Okay. Ms. Abasta, can you raise your right hand for me? You swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. I can't hear you. Try again. Do you swear?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Put your hand down. I'm about to share my screen with you. Okay. Do you see my screen?
It's tiny, but I see it. I see it.
Okay. Is your name Vanessa Abasta?
Correct.
Are you the same Vanessa Abasta who in this cause number 733-807 was charged with the offense of criminal mischief of something having a value between $750 and $2,500? Is that you?
Yes, sir.
This case is a Class A misdemeanor. It's possible in this case that you can be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 1 year in jail. In addition, there's a fine from $0 to $4,000. Do you understand what you're charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case?
Yes, sir. I understand.
Looking at a document entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video that you signed and that your attorney signed. When you signed this document, you told me it was okay to do this by video. We do not have to do this in open court. Is that correct?
Correct.
I'm now looking at a document entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. And you have signed it and your attorney signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yes, I have.
Did your attorney explain this document to you?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Hold on, let me sign this document. Okay, are you a citizen of this country?
I am.
I'm now looking at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. And you have signed it and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal. Do you understand that, ma'am?
I do understand.
So then, to the offense of criminal mischief as a Class A misdemeanor, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And you understand on a plea of no contest, the court can still find you guilty.
I understand.
Has anybody forced you to enter this plea?
No.
Besides the plea bargain that your lawyer got for you, has anyone promised you anything in order to get you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Are you doing this plea of your own free will?
Yes.
Is there a plea bargain? Could I ask the state to please recite the plea bargain?
Yes, Your Honor. The agreement is for a $0 fine, court costs, 12 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, money and time to run concurrent, and the state asks that the judgment be satisfied. Additionally, we will take into consideration cause number 732762.
Is that your understanding of the plea bargain in this case, Mr. Arnett?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
You agree to this, Mr. Basta?
Yes, sir.
And Mr. Basta, the court having heard you plead no contest, on that plea, the court finds you guilty. I follow the plea bargain. I sentence you to a $0 fine plus court costs. I sentence you to 12 days in the Bexar County Jail. Give you credit for time served, time and money current, the judgment satisfied. Taken into consideration will be cause number 732762. That means that case will be dismissed and returned for your plea. In this case, I'll ask the state to please give me that dismissal before the end of the Zoom meeting today. Are these the only cases holding your client, Mr. Arnett?
Yes, Your Honor, as far as I know.
If these are the only cases holding you, ma'am, you should be released sometime today. Good luck to you, okay?
God bless you.
Mr. Arnett, you can be excused then. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You guys have a good rest of your day.
You too. Thank you. Okay, let me see what I got here. Now, I'm going to ask you, Miss Mitchell, not to forget to give me that. I know things are crazy in your office right now.
That's what I was gonna ask. I'm trying to log in now. I finally got my email, but not Adobe sign.
Hopefully
So
before the end of the Zoom
yeah.
session today.
Okay. If not, I can always take a paper dismissal to someone. Maybe.
Okay, but I have to sign it though, is the problem.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So
That's, but
You
with
can
your
old
permission,
school it,
Judge.
but I think you
Yeah,
should be
with your
able to
permission,
adopt
Judge,
it
remember
certified.
Sonite has your stamp, Judge. She could also take it straight to
Oh, yeah,
Sonite
that's right. You
and
can.
stamp it.
Yeah, I was going to say you could just email it to me. I could print it out and stamp it and send it wherever it needs to go.
I can't
Excellent.
email it. It would have to be like the paper copy with the three
Oh.
like little ones you pull
The
apart.
three parts, the three part. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have the stamp.
Okay.
Just gotta go find her. Where are you located? The basement of the courthouse, right, Sonite?
Yes.
Yeah, they
Okay.
have all of them hidden in the basement. Isn't that terrible?
Okay. All hidden in the basement. Okay. Judge, we are waiting for Lindsay Rodriguez on Dolorosa, Judge. She is still doing her business over there, but pretrial is here. If you want to go over the bond dockets at least, Judge, it's up to you.
Okay, well, let me just go through this. Harkowicz's case was reset, right?
Yes, that's another thing. I want to make an announcement, guys. Please be looking for a new revised docket for tomorrow. The judge reset on page 4, Kimbrel Dotson for tomorrow morning, because Miss Mitchell, I think they're waiting for an offer on restitution or something
Right.
on Dotson, and it's for tomorrow. So just so you know.
And
Go
on
ahead,
that
Judge.
same last page, Terry, what happened to Michael Moat?
That case has already been sentenced, Judge. So that's done.
Oh, sentenced. Okay.
Yeah, and another, let's see, what else was done, Judge? On page 3, Judge, Tina Worth. She
Yeah.
bonded out, Judge. So take that one off the docket. I'm not waiting for her. And then on that same page, Vargas Torres was reset 1 week, Judge, to Thursday, October the 3rd.
Right, got that. So then the only one left, I'm thinking, yeah, let me see.
Yeah. Okay, got it. I'll call him.
The first page is taken care of. Second page, everything is taken care of. Third
Correct.
page, everything's taken care of. Fourth page, everything taken care of.
Yes.
And fifth page, what happened to Mario de la Rosa?
Oh, that's the one that's Lindsay Rodriguez is in room 2, Judge. That's the last
Okay.
case we're waiting on.
Okay. So then in the meantime, then can I go over the bond docket? And let me ask you, Ms. Mitchell, are you going to be able to do the bond docket, hopefully?
Yes, I have access to my email.
Okay, good deal. So then, who do I have? Jennifer?
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, Jennifer. I'm looking at the misdemeanor docket right now.
Okay.
The bonds. Okay, number 1, bonded out. Number 2, not handled. Number 3,
Should be here.
4, not handled. 5,
Should be here.
6, bonded out. 7, bonded out. What about 8?
Should be here.
9, bonded out. 10,
Should be here.
11, bonded out. 12,
Should be here.
13,
Should be here.
14, and 15.
14 bonded out. 15 should be here.
Okay. 16 bonded out. 17,
17 and 18 should be here.
19 reset. 20 is the Spanish speaker.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, we'll need an interpreter for that, Terry.
I called him along.
Okay, 21,
Should be here.
22 not handled. 23,
Should be here.
24,
Should be here.
25 not handled. 26 not handled. 27 bonded out. 28 bonded out. 29 bonded out. 30,
Should be here.
31 not handled. 32 not handled. 33 bonded out. 34 bonded out. 35,
Should be here.
36 bonded out. 37,
Should be here.
38 not handled. 39,
Should be here.
40 bonded out. 41
41 not handled.
not handled. 42,
Should be here.
43, 44 bonded out. 45 not handled. 46
Should be here.
and 40, well, let me see, that's kind of funny because on 46 I got one,
It's the same person, Judge. Yeah, that we're gonna handle both those cases. It's the same person. Sorry.
even though it says bonded out on the second
Yeah,
page.
yes, Judge. I made a mistake on that. It should not be there.
Okay.
Should handle both the
And then
46.
All right. Then going out of the felonies. Number 1,
Should be here,
numbers 2 to 10, either bonded out or not handled.
correct?
Number 11, Spanish speaker.
That one picked up at ICE hold, Judge.
So not handled number 11,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
Number 12,
Should be here,
13 and 14 not handled. 15,
should be here,
16 not handled. And then 17,
should be here,
18 not handled. And then 19,
should be here,
20 and 21 not handled. And 22, 23, and 24 either bonded out or not handled, correct?
correct, yes.
Okay, now, I'm curious. Do we have an interpreter here? Can we take the interpreter's case first so we can, get the interpreter somewhere else so she can,
Yes, Judge, the interpreter is here and we're gonna be doing number, let's see, we're gonna be doing number
Number 20
20 first.
on the commuter docket. And let me see, who's the attorney on that one?
Richie Garcia, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, are you doing both of these dockets for us today?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay, so let me see. So then number 20, it's gonna be,
The felony
Not-
docket, that
yeah,
Spanish
let
speaker,
me see
take
if
it
I can-
off.
on my screen.
The Spanish
Yeah.
speaker on the felony? No, don't worry. You don't need it.
Okay, so
All right,
then,
Judge.
do the dreaded interpreter button for Arlene here.
Good
Hold
morning,
on,
sir.
1 minute.
How are you?
Good morning. Let me see, find the interpretation. Here we go. Type in. Okay. So I've got your name in there. And now I'm going to do the English only buttons. So that should be set up on my end. Uh, on your end, Alex, is it set up?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, I've got then Mr. Let me share my screen. I've got Mr. Tony Hernandez Gutierrez in front of me. He's got a driving while intoxicated case with a 0.15 or more alcohol content in his body. He has a $3,000 bond. His information sheet is telling me that he's had an address in San Antonio for the past 2 years. References, there are no references. And, no verifications on him. Criminal history. I see no criminal history in Bexar County or out of county. What can pretrial services tell me about him, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Hernandez Gutierrez does have one misdemeanor offense. Information was not verified. He's been in custody September 22nd, and there are no conditions.
What says attorney for the defense? Mr. Garcia?
Sorry, Judge. We're asking for his.
I'm sorry, you're breaking up, sir. Could you repeat that for me? I'm
We're
sorry.
asking for.
You're asking for, I'm assuming, the PR bond, right?
Can you? Yes. Yes.
Okay. What says attorney for the?
Yes.
We would ask for a bond reduction due to the lack of verification and lack of references.
Yeah, because of the lack of references, I'm not going to grab a PR bond, but I will lower the $3,000 bond down to $300. If we can do a $300 bond, then he can be. Good luck to you, sir. Okay, Arlene, I think you can be excused.
Judge, I believe that,
No, there was another one that was canceled, I think.
This guy here?
Right, Terry?
Judge, I think number 18 is also a Spanish speaker.
Oh, wait a minute. Number 18 is a Spanish speaker. Are you talking about
Y'all do 13 without.
Gomez Rojas?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. I'm sorry, Arlene. You still have to stick around.
Gomez Rojas. Gomez.
Spanish speaker.
Judge, you're gonna do number 18.
Hold on 1 minute. The computer's giving me problems.
Yeah, number 18 is also a Spanish speaker, Judge.
Yeah, I'm getting there. Just my
Okay, Judge.
computer's real slow right now.
Yeah,
Okay, number 18 is gonna be Gomez Rojas.
correct, Judge.
Okay, okay, Mr. Gomez Rojas is in front of me. He's got a criminal trespass case. He has an $800 bond. His information sheet is, hold on. The information sheet is telling me that he's homeless. References, there are no references. Criminal history in Bexar County. There's no criminal history in Bexar County or out of county in terms of assault cases. What can pretrial services tell me about him, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Gomez Rojas does have one misdemeanor offense. Information was not verified. He's been in custody since September 22nd. He is homeless and he is not eligible for Haven for Hope. He has conditions of no contact with Haven for Hope also.
What's his attorney for the defense?
Judge, we're asking for a PR bond on Mr. Rojas in the alternative, the bond reduction to $80 because of he doesn't have his information verified.
I'm not going to grant him a PR bond, but I will lower the $800 bond down to $80. If he can make an $80 bond, then he can be released. Good luck to you, sir.
Judge, next we're gonna do number 23, because Joanne Eagle, Ms. Eagle, is that your
Okay,
client
that's
Herrera,
fine.
Jonathan?
Can we excuse Arlene now?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, thank you, Arlene. You can be excused. Bye-bye.
Yes, Jonathan
All right,
Herrera is
now.
my client.
All right, thanks.
Okay, Joanne Eagles' client is next on the misdemeanor or felony docket. I'm sorry.
Misdemeanor, Judge, number 23, Herrera
23.
Jonathan.
Herrera, okay. It's been a rock and roll morning, guys. Nothing's going like the way it's supposed to go. Let's see, Herrera Jonathan. Okay. Okay, Mr. Herrera is here on a charge of assault causing bodily injury on a family member. He has a $5,000 bond. Information sheet is telling me that he's had an address in San Antonio for the past 3 days. References, made contact with a mother who verified his information, so he has references. Criminal history in Bexar County, and I'm looking for assault cases. I don't see any assault cases in Bexar County. I don't see any assault cases out of county. What can pretrial services tell me about him, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Herrera does have one misdemeanor offense. Information was verified. He's been in custody since September 22nd. He has conditions of no contact with Bibiana Herrera and do not go near 6455 de Zavala, no alcohol consumption, along with no firearms. He is currently out on probation from Oklahoma for distribution of controlled substance and possession with intent for 7 years, starting from July 1st of 2021.
What says attorney for the defense, Ms. Eagle?
Judge, we would request a bond reduction.
What says attorney for the state?
No opposition to a bond reduction.
I'm not going to grant him a PR bond, but I will lower the $5,000 bond down to a $500 bond. If he can make a $500 bond, then he can be released. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
You can be excused, Ms. Eagle. Thank you.
All right. Judge Lindsay Rodriguez is out of the breakout room. Are you ready to do a plea or you want to continue with the bonds?
Let's do the plea so we can release court reporter and the CLO.
All right. So page 5, Judge Mario De La Rosa.
1 minute. Let me out this.
How you doing, Judge?
Hold on, sir. Okay, so I'm looking out for Mario De La Rosa. I'm looking for your paperwork on this. Teresa, okay, right there. Okay, I have Mr. De La Rosa's paperwork on my screen. Mr. De La Rosa, can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear the testimony you're about to give me will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Put your hand down. I'm about to share my screen with you. Okay, do you see the screen, sir?
Uh-huh.
Is that a yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna need yes and no's. Uh-huhs don't work, all right?
Yes, sir, I do see it.
Okay. Is your name Mario
Yes,
de la
sir.
Rosa?
Yes,
Are you the same Mario de la Rosa who in cause number 722-829 was charged with the offense of theft of something had a value between $750 and $2,500? Is that you?
yes, but I mean, I don't know. I was thinking, I was not seeing nothing.
Okay, sir, look, just listen to my question and answer my question. You've already told me your name is Mario de la Rosa. Are you the same Mario de la Rosa who in this cause number 722-829 stands charged with the offense of theft of something having a value between $750 and $2,500? Is that you?
Yes.
Okay. This case is a Class A misdemeanor. It's possible in this case that you can be punished anywhere from a minimum of 0 days in jail up to 1 year in jail. In addition, there's a fine possible anywhere from $0 to $4,000. Do you understand what you're charged with and what the possible punishment could be in your case?
Yes.
I'm looking now at a document that's entitled Defendant's Consent to Plea by Video that you have signed and that your attorney signed. When you signed this document, you told me that it was okay to do this by video. We do not have to do it in open court. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I'm now looking at a document that is entitled Defendant's Waiver of Constitutional Rights. And you have signed it and your attorney signed it. Did you go over this document with your attorney?
Yes.
Did your attorney explain this document to you?
Yes.
And do you understand it?
More or less.
I need a yes or no answer, sir. I can't do the plea if you don't understand it. So let me
Yes.
ask you again. Do you understand this document?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Let me sign this paper. Are you a citizen of this country?
Yes.
I'm now looking at a document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Right of Appeal. You've signed it and your attorney signed it. When you signed this document, what you did was you told me, Judge, I understand that if my attorney makes a plea bargain agreement for me with the prosecutor, if you follow that plea bargain, I understand I will not have a right to appeal. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes.
So then, to the offense of theft as a Class A misdemeanor, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
And do you understand that on the plea of no contest, this court can still find you guilty? You understand that, sir?
Yes.
Has anybody forced you to enter this plea?
Sir?
Has anybody forced you to enter this plea?
No, sir.
Besides the plea bargain that your lawyer got for you, besides that, has somebody promised you something in order to get you to enter this plea?
No.
Are you entering your plea of your own free will?
Yes, sir.
Is there a plea bargain? Could I ask the state to please recite it?
Yes, Your Honor. The agreement is for a $0 fine, court costs, 30 days in the Bexar County Jail, credit for time served, money, and time to run concurrent.
Is it a JSAT or not?
No, Your Honor.
Not a JSAT? How much time does he have in?
6 days.
Okay, so he's still going to be short some days. Does your client know that?
Your
Ms.
Honor,
Rodriguez? Yes.
Your Honor, this is a misunderstanding on my part. When I got the offer from the prosecutor, it said 30 days, credit for time served, and it was my misunderstanding. I thought that this would be a judgment satisfied. I
Okay.
apologize for that. So,
Ms. Mitchell, is that the plea, the offer that you just gave? Was that something that was on a computer, or what was going on with that offer?
No, it was not on a computer. It was something that the ADA, well, it wasn't in the system. I could not access the system, but I read it from my emails, which I had access to. So I don't know why the offer is 30 days and not AJSAT. I could not argue an open plea at this time.
Okay, he has 6 days, which if you gave him 2 for 1 would be 12. If you gave him 3 for 1 would be 36. Is it gonna cause a problem with you if I just give him time served on this? Like,
No, Your Honor, that's within your discretion. I have no objection to that.
Okay, then, Ms. Rodriguez, this is your client's lucky day. I'm going to accept his plea accept his plea. I'm going to just give him time served. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Send to a $0 fine plus court costs. And the reason I'm doing that is because of the computer glitch this morning that we've had, and your client can just count his lucky stars that he had a lucky day today. And it's my birthday, so I'm giving him a birthday gift. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Okay.
Thank you, Ms. Mitchell.
You can be excused. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Terry.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Now,
See you next time.
so
All right,
then,
now we can
someone needs to tell me
excuse.
some magic words.
Yes.
Happy birthday and turn off YouTube.
No, don't ever wish me a happy birthday. I hate my birthday, but I will turn off live stream. Okay, so let me see. Let me do that.